Hello everyone, this is Kitish here. In this video, I'm going to go through the AQA Combined Science Specimen Paper, Chemistry, Paper 1, higher tier. This is question number 5, which is on bonding structure and the properties of matter. Hydrogen chloride is a gas. Complete the diagram to show all the arrangement of the outer shell electrons of the hydrogen and chlorine atoms in hydrogen chloride. Now, before we begin, what they are asking is for us to draw the covalent bonding in hydrogen. So remember, hydrogen, you look in the periodic table, has a mass of 1, and that's the mass, and the proton number is also 1. So it has 1 electron, which is in the outer shell. So we would draw that with an X there. Chlorine is in group 7. It has a mass of 17, which we are not using here, but is the proton number that we are after. That's 7. Oh, 17. The mass is actually 35.5. Chlorine has a mass of 35.5. Let me change that. So mass of chlorine is 35.5 and the proton number is 17. So it has 2, 8 and 7 electrons. So we just need to know the number of electrons in the outer shell. So it shares 1 electron with hydrogen and the other 6 electrons are not shared. So we will draw it like this. Next question. 5.2. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. Right, let me question 5.2. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. Ethanoic acid is a weak acid. So hydrochloric acid, we write it like so, HCl. Ethanoic acid is CH3COOH. Now, describe a reaction that could be used to test the difference between a weak acid and a strong acid. You should explain why the weak acid and the strong acid give different results. Now, being acids, both of them should have H plus ions. Now, the concentration of H plus ions or the number of H plus ions produced determines if it's a strong acid or a weak acid. HCl, when in solution, dissociates or breaks up into H plus and Cl minus ions completely. Now, ethanoic acid doesn't actually break up like this. It actually partially breaks up. So there's a equilibrium to it. So CH3COO minus and H plus ion. So it doesn't completely dissociate or break up. This makes it a weak acid, whereas HCl. So if I take 1 molar, right, solution of each of them, I would get 1 molar H plus ions in HCl, whereas I wouldn't get 1 molar H plus ions in ethanoic acid. It's only partially dissociated. So how can you figure out which is a strong acid and which is a weak acid depending on the results? So remember, all acids react with metals. So acids react with metals plus metals would give salt plus water. Now, if you reacted both of these acids with a metal like magnesium, magnesium will react with hydrochloric acid, but it's not going to react very well with ethanoic acid. You could measure the temperature change, or you could react acids with carbonates. If you react acids with carbonates, you're going to get carbon dioxide gas. Even with ethanoic acid, carbonates such as sodium carbonate would actually react well to give carbon dioxide gas. And what we could do is actually measure the volume of carbon dioxide given to find out which is a strong and which is a weak acid. So here's a standard answer. Right. Acids with a pH range of 0 to 3 are known as strong acids, while those with a pH range of 4 to 6 are known as weak acids. Right. So we are identifying which is a weak acid and a strong acid in the basis of the pH. Now, strong acids such as HCl are completely ionized in aqueous solutions, so a greater concentration of H plus ions are present. So if I was to write the same equation from above, HCl breaks into H plus and Cl minus ions. Weak acids such as ethanoic acids are only partially ionized in aqueous solutions. So we could write ethanoic acid CH3COOH CH3COO minus plus H plus ion. Acids react with metal carbonates to produce the salt and carbon dioxide gas. The rate of this reaction can be measured by measuring the volume of carbon dioxide in a given time. Strong acids will have a higher rate of reaction compared to weak acids. Example, add 2 grams of sodium carbonate powder to 10 milliliter of each of the acids into a conical flask and measure the volume of gas produced in 30 seconds using a gas syringe. Right. As a control variable, we need to ensure that the temperature and concentration of acid are identical, and the rate of the reaction is given by the volume of carbon dioxide produced divided by the time, which is 30 seconds. Now, to draw a really simple setup of the experiment, I would have the conical flask attached to a bung and a glass tube attached to a gas syringe and we'll have the acid plus the carbonate, right, and gas syringe, and that will you'll be able to collect the carbon dioxide here. That's the end of question number 5. I will see you in question number 6.